Assalamu alaikum, how are you all? So you know that every time I'm respecting to say about something about the legal issues, but right now I'll discuss about the not illegal issues. It's actually another perspective, another rituals, and it definitely proposes non-legal issues. That means I'll discuss about the Insan Kamil concept of Shah Ali Baghdadi and the concurrent Sufi. You know that. Sufism is a great proposition. What do you mean by the Sufism? Sufism is a way whether you will get the absolute codification of lifestyle whenever you have no intention to get the ritualistic thing, to get the thing related to the dunya, related to the universe, but you have a strong connection with the divine paradise, with the divine entity. This means the Sufism. And from the very beginning of the Islamic concept, after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the journey of Sufism has been started in whole the universe. So as a part of this, in Bengali also directly emphasized the Sufism in the year 1512 or aftermath. So in that procedure, I have to say that Sufism is a very good criteria whether people usually get a very good lifestyle related to a proper lifestyle, proper success, and the proper destination of a life. But what is the importance of Sufism? I think that Sufism has a great impact on a human civilizations because it create a very good scenario. It can create a very good lifestyle. It create a very good propositions of life, perspective of life. So whenever your life has a destination, your life has a goal. So you will never get any kind of red behind. You will never do any kind of malefied activities or the maleficent activities. So from this perspective, I would like to say that Sufism is a very good criteria of a human being. So what is the actual concept of the Sufism? So after the passing of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Tabi'in has came, and aftermath the greatest Muslim people of the Islamic universe they have came. So in that time, our greatest philosophers Maulana Jalal al-Din Rumi and the concurrent Sufis they have been utilized the way of Sufism. And in that time, the Insan Kamil concept has been growing. So the question may arise, what do you mean by the Insane Kamil? Insane Kamil means a perfect human being. No one can say that I am the perfect human being. No one that can say that he is the perfect human being. But despite these types of dilemma, I would like to give you some criteria. If you have these types of criteria in your present lifestyle, or if your lifestyle, the people will call you the Insane Kamil. The first thing is that you are 100% devoted to the Almighty Allah. You have no intention to devote the another persons, to hand over the another persons. Your sole intention is to, you are totally depend on the Almighty Allah's plan. You are totally depend on the Almighty Allah's philosophy. You are totally depend on the philosophy of Almighty Allah. So in that perspective, Insane Kamil is a very good theory. The second reason is that you have no intention to seek for help from the common people of the universe. You have no intention to get some relief, to get some help from your neighbor, from your friends, from your mother also. This is the nature of the Insane Kamil theory in the universe. The third region of Insane Kamil is that Insane Kamil is not interconnected or interacted in some dilutive or the other impactful activities, whether he has no duty to gain these types of matter in his life. So from this way you can say that Insane Kamil is a perfect human being. So that I have mentioned in the previous time that it is not possible for a human being to being a Insane Kamil in the whole life. But if a person is practicing to do so, if a person is practicing impacting on the Sufism, impacting the Insan Kamil theory in a perfect people lives, definitely he have to give up the five things. The first thing is that he have to give up from the greed. Greed means to get some extra thing than the people has. So definitely you have to give up from the thing. The second reason is that lust. So lust is on kind of very bad nature of a human being, and with a human being we are emphasized with the lust theory. The third reason is that people are emphasized with different types of ideological practice of what should I say, to haram income. So definitely the person has intention to become a very good insan, a kamil person. He have to give up from any kind of haram rich or the haram activities. So I think that if a person can introduce these types of spirituality in his life, inherently he will become the insan a kamil in his life. So there are lots of problems actually. So with a human being we have lots of problems, but we will never admit that I have some problem. Every people have some problem, but only those person who can be an insan kamil, who admitted himself, who admitted his guilt, who do stake for all the time for the growing mindset, for become a very good human being in a people's lifestyle. So this person will be called as the insan kamil. So what is the impact of the insan kamil? How do you feel like that you are the insan kamil? Insan kamil doesn't mean you will be a very rich person, you will be a very big figure, you are something people are respecting you by fearing you. It is not the perspective of insan kamil. Insan kamil will be those person who has loyalty, the loyalty to Almighty Allah. He will definitely lovable to the creatures of Allah. He will definitely lovable to the family. He will definitely lovable to the creatures by Almighty Allah. So definitely, Insan Kamil has no lust, no favor. Even he will never seek something from the people of the universe. So this is the characteristics and criteria of Insan Kamil. So I think that every person have to have to wait for become a insan kamil in his life. So definitely insan kamil will give you some extra strength in your lifestyle. By utilizing it, by using it, you will become a very good human being. So I think that to become a very good human being, it doesn't affect whenever you have an intention, because we are the human being, we have to die, even we have to die on the. So there is a very big life, there is a very huge amount of life. So for these types of life, we need some wealth, we need some what should it called as the pathway. And the more we can achieve the pathway in our lifestyle, the more we are doing good in the next day of our lifestyle actually. So we have been emphasized with this criteria to become a very good insan, a camel theory. Every person has two instincts: on his bad instinct, on his good instinct. So the good instinct means that every time he has a very good desire to become a very good human being, to become a very good person. But that I have already mentioned, there are some problems. For these types of problems, a people, despite a people has desire or intention, he will never get the success in his life to become the insan kamil in his lifestyle. So most of the people of our society, they think that I was connected lots of deficit activities, Almighty will never pardon me. So this is not the lesson of insan kamil theory. Insan kamil theory is total satisfaction measurement is different, because this is the common nature. People will observing with guna in his common lifestyle. People will do lots of deficit activities in corrective activities, and that's will actually make him a very docile person in a lifestyle. But I think that whenever a people has intention to become a very good human being in a people's lifestyle, so that is actually and radically important for him or her to become a very good human being, despite lots of proportional activities or the proportional theory. So regardless of hundreds of problems, we have to seek to Almighty Allah that please make the honor of to become an insan kamil, because the person who is insan kamil, he is very connected to the rahmat of Almighty Allah. So whenever a person is gaining the rahmat of Almighty Allah, he will give up every problem of our lifestyle, because every person is in a dilemma, every person is in a problem, every person is in a dangerous situation. So I'm seeking to Almighty Allah, please give me the honor of insan kamil, whether I have no lust, I have no bad intention, I have no malified intention to the universe to seek something. So being motivated from my speaking, the person should nurture, the person should keep in his mind about the philosophy of insan kamil theory, because insan kamil theory, it is not related to the present lifestyle, it is related to the very future lifestyle. So insan kamil doesn't say about the present lifestyle. In the present lifestyle, how will you represent yourself, how will you dress yourself, how will you become a rich person, it is not the matter of fact. It is not the matter of ritualment of the insane camel theory, but what will you do in the next time? What will you do in the day after your death? This is the duty. This is the core principles of insane camel. So we have to emphasize with these issues not only for our individual development but also for the development of our future lifestyle. So on hand, I'm saying about the insane camel. On the other hand, I'm already interconnected with the present universe, which has no future, which has no present, which has no purification also. So I'm praying to Almighty Allah, please give me the way to become a very good insane kamil, whether I can get my absolute peace, I can get my absolute finding in my life. That is so much important for a lifestyle and life leading. So it would have been better to know about the fact of insane kamil. There are lots of philosophers and followers who have a lots of qualification and knowledge about the insane camel. So I would like to mention only one philosopher whose name is Shah Ali Baghdadi. Shah Ali Baghdadi was one of the greatest saints and philosophers in the primitive saints of Islam. In the year 1512, he has come in the Bengal and made his khanka in Mirpur Shah Ali Darbar, which is also known as the Shah Ali Dargah Sharif. And very recently, one of the very few persons they attacked on the Shah Ali's people, but it was not justified, it was not qualified, because the people who are keeping the people who are staying in the persons, they have intention to become an insan kamil. They would like to get the lifestyle, and in which lifestyle there is no pain, there is no failure. So every persons, we are inherently a desire to become a very good human being, and in the future time we will have been also trying to gain this criteria in our lifestyle, because it is related to leading a very good lifestyle. It is related to a lifestyle without any kind of problem and satisfaction. Thank you for having with me for more than 12 minutes, and I'm so thankful to you.